I want to do a quick little video on this individual by the name of Congresswoman Nick Mclear, Mclver. She was charged with assault on a federal officer for an incident at a anti-ICE demonstration, um, spring of 2025. She went for an appeal and it was denied. She went for another, some kind of trying to get the charges thrown out, the federal charges thrown out. They were not. They have it on film. She went at it with the head of the DOJ. I forget her name. It looks like she's going to trial, and everybody's saying that, well, she should get convicted because the proof is there on the tape. They had a little back and forth. I guess that was last week. But if she's convicted, she's looking at several years, of course, depending on her background. She's a congressperson, a criminal background, I should say. But yeah, it looks like she's going. They're going to. I think if she's convicted, she's going to do some time. They're trying to send a message. Again, I want to say this. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of the No Effing Around crew with there was the leader Jam Master Jay. The federal officer kind of strung him along, kind of hoodwinked him. He did something he shouldn't have did. He took a rifle and pointed at a building. He was just using a scope, but you don't use a scope on a rifle to and pointed at a building just to get a visual or something. That's why they got you know I don't know what it was called. Look, I forget the name of them, but yeah, you don't do that. And they had got really buddy with Jam Master Jay, and he kind of let his guard down. He should have knew better. People around him should have knew better to kind of hey man, you can't do that. So oh, binoculars, yeah, binoculars. You can use binoculars. If you're gonna sight something in. Yeah, I can see if you're out in the field, you're hunting or you some kind of combat situation. Then, but what difference does it make? But the moral, I guess, to the story was the federal officers were real nice to him. Like he kind of, let his guard down, and he ended up doing 7 years in the federal pen. I think he's out already. Like, we really just wanted to bust up the organization. I'm no military expert, but I heard they had some problems with some negligent discharges. Some one person I think got shot in the leg, and I know there were a lot of military, quite a few military, and I think ex law enforcement people who should have been, I think, more, I don't know, in the ranks, and dealing with people in the ranks that were a little less experienced when it comes to firearms. But that was a good movement, man. They did some good work. Really flamboyant guy. He got a little bit of a check and pass, but hey, a lot of people do. Just wanted to put that out there. We'll see what her trial date is, and what's to be expected. What's kind of, but again, I think they're definitely going to give her some time if she's found convicted. All right, Audi.